Oh, and welcome back to Pump with Purpose. This is Dr. Diana here. I am the CEO and founder of Pump with Purpose. We are a global lactation and postpartum private practice, helping and teaching women all across the world to breast pump. So I want to let you know, if you want to learn a little bit more about us and what we do out here in these pumping streets, feel free to visit our website, www.pumpwithpurpose.com. But in this episode, we are going to be talking about a term. Pump with Purpose has currently, as of today, 11 trademarks. So we have one that's registered, which is Pump with Purpose, and we have 10 more pending. And so I'm going to give you a little bit about my background. And people do not know, I am a doctor of public administration, a certified lactation counselor, a certified breastfeeding specialist, a certified life coach, and a master certified life coach. I'm in the process of becoming a certified postpartum doula, as well as some other certifications. And so in my prior life, I was a member of corporate America, and I have a background in bachelor's degree in finance, master's degree in finance as well. And so a lot of things when it came to me starting pumping was just realizing how mathematical this is. And so if you go through some of the trademarks that I have, such as the pumping equation, which is helping you to increase your milk supply with the right pump, flange, products, and schedule, the 240-minute rule, pumping every 3 hours for 30 minutes for the first 12 weeks with the right pump, flange, products, and schedule. And so another trademark term that we're in the process of trying to get registered is called the bell curve of pumping. And so this is what this episode is all about, the bell curve of pumping. It is really trying to find how to maximize or optimize your comfort level and your milk output in order to help you to increase your milk supply. So the key to this is, I know you may have been told or think, or a little bit of both, that higher suction may equal more milk. Well, that is not true in a lot of cases. You want to find your comfort level. So in the bell curve of pumping, it's kind of think about, I know I'm talking about this on a podcast, but I have a corresponding blog post as well on my blog on my website at www.pumpwithpurpose.com. But it is, and also on my Instagram channel as well, Pump with Purpose. I'm on 15 different platforms and Pump with Purpose. But my biggest platform is Instagram at this time. And so we have, as of today, a little over 70,000 followers. And so everything on here is literally, so driven around math and like really trying to understand conceptually, because in pumping, you can see everything. It's calculated in ounces or milliliters, whatever you prefer. But, we over here, ounces is just easier for us. But a lot of things are so mathematical driven. So when I really could put my degrees at work of like trying to build this brand and really help people to like simplify this, even if it's mathematically, it just makes it so much easier. And so it's a myth, honestly. It can cause nipple pain, soreness, trauma, damage. It can also decrease your milk supply if you are on the outskirts of your comfort level. So what that looks like is when you're pumping, if something is too strong, it can kind of feel like it's making you clench and bite your teeth, or, just and can't get comfortable. That's not going to be helpful to your milk supply. And on the other end, if it's so weak that you hardly can feel anything, sometimes that doesn't help. So trying to really find your optimal comfort level, it's one of the issues that I help clients the most in another trademark term, which is the real-time pumping session, where we really go through after you get your premier pumping plan, which is trademarked by Pump with Purpose. We go through and really try to help you to do a real-time pumping session when you pull up, to do it in a minimum of a 30-minute session, where I literally, who else is offering that out here in these pumping streets, to literally help you to pull up. You come ready to pump, not, don't have it like ready to hook up to your body, but all your stuff assembled. And we kind of make sure, sometimes we may need to do, especially if you do a follow-up with that, where we go through, make sure your flanges are still good. 30 minutes is the session. Some people do a 45-minute just to have any other follow-up with flanges or follow-up with Just because may have been some time of just asking questions and troubleshooting if something's gone on between the Premier pumping plan during that consult or the real-time pumping session if some time has passed. So some people do the 45, but either way, the session itself is 30 minutes. And so we really take that time to really try to find your ideal pump settings, really trying to find the bell curve of pumping. Like, what is your ideal cycle as well as vacuum settings? And so the bell curve of pumping really tries to help you to find the right settings on your breast pump. And so let's talk about the settings. Like, we believe in primary pumps, ones that can be customized over 60 different ways, where you can separately change the cycle and vacuum settings, because when you do that, a lot of the other pumps on the market, as you go up in the vacuum strength, it slows down the cycle. And so that is really not good. I cannot preach that enough. When I see people like just touting all of these pumps that don't allow for separate cycle and vacuum settings, I just shake my head, because they don't get it. They don't get it. It can impact milk supply. For some people, it can be just fine. But what we found here with seeing over 2,500 clients since January of 2022, and it is currently November of 2023, so it hasn't even been 2 years all the way yet of having client appointments, that we've had over 2,500 client appointments. And we find that people do much better in an electric pump, hopefully double electric pump, with traditional flanges. So if you're doing something other than that, please do what's best for you. But we are here because we are Team Oversupply, Team Freezer Stash. We are Feed the Baby and the Freezer. I got 99 problems, so pumping milk ain't one. We really want to help people to realize that when you listen to this cookie cutter advice that really doesn't really try to help you to find your ideal pump settings, it may not be beneficial to you. It may not help you to get to your full supply. And for some people, it may not help you to get an oversupply if you don't find how to pump based on your body and not these one size fits all cookie cutter approaches. So you really want to find your settings on your breast pump that optimizes your comfort zone and your milk output. Once you determine those settings, it really can be a game changer. So if you are pumping, if you are following this, the popular flyers online or that you found, please don't do that. They're different. We do not like this as well. If you're using pumps with those, there are now pumps on the market that allow for programs, I guess you call it, like it'll like put together a program or find someone else's program, and I'm like, that has nothing to do with your body. Someone else's program on what worked for them. And I get it, people are trying to do cheat code, but you don't want to cheat code your pumping journey. You don't want to cheat code trying to find what works best for your body and not other people's bodies. It doesn't work like that. Lactation is based on your body, and that's like literally going to some type of profession. I'm trying to just thinking off the top of my head, and please know I do these podcasts. Like, I don't write anything down. I just really want to come to you as genuinely as possible. So there are no codes. There are no, like teleprompters in front of me. I do write this. I do these podcasts based off of my blog posts. So I have like what I've written for the blog post. But literally that's it. Like I'm literally just really trying to make this as simple as possible, really try to give real life examples, because I talk better than I can write. Like, I will tell people all the time, I love to talk to people. I can talk because I'm an educator. I am not literally an educator, but I love to educate people is what I mean. And it's just something that I really, really enjoy doing. So, if you are trying to find someone else's generalized recommendations or things that are trending online, it's not going to be helpful to you. The settings, they may vary a bit for your body. They need to be adjusted based on your body. So do whatever it takes to really find what works best for you. And I really like to help my clients in consults narrow down their body, what they like, what they don't like, and then try to put together some example settings. But then we solidify in the real-time pumping session. Remember, your primary pump should give you options to customize. You really need to make sure that you have separate vacuum and cycle settings. And I don't just mean, I press some buttons and it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, no, that's not what I mean. On the vacuum side, that's okay. But on the cycle side, it needs to usually read numbers because it tells you the speed that it is going. First of all, if it doesn't read numbers at all, you got a problem for cycle. But if it does read numbers and it doesn't read actual numbers 1 through 100 and something for the cycle, which is the speed of it, then you don't have a primary pump. But, even if you are, we also don't agree. I'm gonna just give this to you. If you are, nursing in any way, trying to mimic your baby nursing may not work for you. I remember, no one's gonna tell you this stuff, right? I will never forget this client. Like, there are so many clients with memorable moments, but this one was unreal. So I remember a while ago, I saw a client and she was trying to mimic her baby nursing. And so whatever the settings she was using, she was getting like 2.5 ounces at the most when she was trying to mimic her baby. I was like, let's try to figure out what your body likes. Because the beautiful thing about pumping, it has nothing to do with your baby nursing. So people don't understand how I'm able to get all of this milk, because I don't try to worry about how your baby's nursing. I need to know that your baby's nursing. I need to know that the times, or on average, what your baby's general schedule is. But it doesn't matter to me per se on helping you to pick your settings. It may help to understand if your baby is really effective at removing milk, what speed your baby is at. That may help in some way, but I don't base it off of your baby nursing. But I'll never forget, when we were going off, she was going off of what her baby was doing, she could not get past 2 to 2.5 ounces, in a session, at the most 3. I will never forget, literally we did our session, and that night she was pumping, and I taught her how to pump based on her body. She sent me a secure message. She was like, I got 6.5 ounces. 6.5. Literally. I was like, you can't just mimic your baby nursing. And I know these streets won't tell you that, because they are all about, let me tell you why though, because at the end of the day, your body likes what it likes. And yes, we love our children, regardless if we nurse or pump. We love our children. We wouldn't be trying to feed them from our body with breast milk, regardless if you're nursing or pumping, if we did not love our children. But our bodies are still our bodies, and it likes certain things, and it may like certain things more than others. And so I tell clients all this all the time. It's literally, if we divorce from the fact that the pump is providing our baby breast milk, I'm going to say it again. If we divorce from the fact that that the breast pump is providing our baby breast milk, and marry the fact that it's a device, and trying to figure out what way this device is going to help get this milk out as fast as possible in the most comfortable way, is what's important. And so that's where the bell curve of pumping comes in, trying to find out how to get the most milk in the most comfortable way. And so it's really important to really figure out what your body likes, what it doesn't like. Try to find your comfort level that will optimize your milk supply. That's how you do it. The pump settings are very important. Of course, the pump is important too, because we believe that you should not be on the lower end of the pump or the higher end of a pump. If you're on settings 1 and 2, that means the pump is too strong for you, and potentially you need to consider, I'm just telling you, potentially need to consider a new pump. Because if your nipples get sore, if you need to go down a little bit because it's too strong, you can't, because you're already on level 1 and only on level 1. Or we don't like if the pump is the highest. So if you're on the highest settings on the pump, then if you need a little bit more suction, you can't get it. So we really like for you to find a pump that doesn't allow you to have to be on the bottom end or the top end of the pump. So this is a whole lot of secret sauce for today. I really just wanted to take the time to talk to you. I really like to do my podcast, keep it under 15 to 20 minutes, because I know that the span of really, I like to just give you that gut punch of here is the important information that I want you to know that my podcasts also correspond usually to a blog post. Unless I'm doing something special, I will let you know. But it's really important for me to help you to understand the bell curve of pumping, trademarked by Pump with Purpose, is so important. So if you are trying to find the products that you think, or want to know what products may work best for you based on your body, if you are trying to find out your ideal pump setting after you get your right pump flange products and schedule, of course, although we have helped people to pump, maybe not with the ideal pump or indoor flange, we tell them what we do doesn't change. You still need to find the right other products if you're willing to. We give you a plan A and a plan B. So if you want to try to make it work with what you have, then we're like, listen, if this doesn't work in less than 2 weeks or a week or a couple days, then you may want to consider, the plan B and getting a new pump. But we really want to help you to figure out your right pump, flange, products, and schedule, and how to empty your breast effectively and efficiently. That's what we want to do. So if you're ever interested in working with us, please visit our website, www.pumpwithpurpose.com. We are looking forward to working with you. We're always here to answer your questions. Follow us on Instagram. That is our #1 social media platform. But we just want to help you to figure out how to pump based on your body. So this is Dr. Diana here. Until next time with Pump with Purpose.